Game Beard.
All right, time for another video. Mainly, this video is to basically announce and tell you that you can download this double-sided character sheet that I put together for Shadows of Brimstone. If you play Shadows of Brimstone, and you should if you haven't, you collect a lot of gear and abilities, and they give you this little tiny half-sheet character sheet that fills up really quick, and you have to come up with another solution. In fact, it's kind of funny because on Flying Frogs Games, their website, they have a new character sheet that can fit more stuff. It still doesn't fit enough stuff, but I made this before they even made that. But you can download this at my website, gamebeard.com. It's free for you, and please check it out and print it for yourself. But let's look at it. Let's look at this character sheet and see what we have here. Basically, I kept a lot of the top of that original character sheet to give it the Shadows of Brimstone flavor. Oh look, it says copyright 2014 Flying Frog Games, right? Yeah, don't worry, Flying Frog. I'm not making any money on this. This is free. In fact, you should have made something like this better. But anyways, it has the flavor of that character sheet or card. Then I got a place for mutations. The lines are greener, so that kind of helps you distinguish from abilities. We have abilities. One thing that I wanted to add was grit total and total darkstone on person, so you can kind of, this is kind of more for campaign play, but sometimes after a mission you're not sure, you know, with all your gear that has darkstone and the darkstone you have, like how much darkstone do you totally have? Oh, this is grit total. So you can put your total grit there. Grit total and total darkstone on person, yeah. So that's what that's for. So that way you know like how much you have going into town and stuff like that. Another thing I added, at the bottom you have side bag items, so you can just kind of fill those in there. But for items, I kind of have a big list that you can fill in all your items. You can put in the name, but one thing that I felt was really important was this equip box. Because eventually you're going to have so much stuff you can't even carry it all on a mission. So you check it if you're bringing it on your mission, and you can erase it when you're not, when you leave it in town. So I really like that equip box. There's a darkstone section, like does it have darkstone equipped on it or on it, so that way you know how much darkstone. Weight, you can write down how much weight, how many hands it takes to use, and then we have slots. Slots are like how much can you upgrade it with darkstone, value, range of the weapon, shots, abilities, and special rules. This isn't very long. I wish I could make it longer, but usually you can try to fill it all in here. Sometimes you might have to take 2 lines to do that with those items, but for the most part that helps pretty well. Now I do have, it's double-sided, so on the other side I have another page, more space for abilities, and then items all the way down. And this is useful if you have a ton of items, but what's funny is I have this, I tend not to use the back, even though I have that available to me. I usually just try to cram it all in. But if you can't cram it all in, you have the back. I guess you have that peace of mind. So that's it though. So definitely check this out. If you don't play Shadows of Brimstone, you gotta check it out. It is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game. It's like it's tied, for my favorite game, right? I have a few favorite games. But you gotta play this game. It's great. But this will greatly help you as you gain experience and tons of items and gear. I recommend you print it on cardstock. This is paper. This is thicker paper, and it feels pretty good. But I tend to print these on cardstock, and I have a color laser printer. It's HP. I forget the number because it's at a ridiculous number, but it's a color HP laser jet, and it can print double-sided. And so I highly recommend it if you do a lot of printing. You pay a lot for the cartridges. It's not ink. It's, I don't know what it is. It's like the laser cartridges, whatever. It's expensive, but in the long run, it's cheaper than ink, and they don't clog up, so you can let them sit there for a long time. But that's what I use to print this, and I recommend it. But that's it. So definitely go to my website, gamebeard.com, download this if you play Shadows of Brimstone, and check it out. I'll talk to you later. Bye.